It's a good game. It's a great matchup. It's always an entertaining game. So I think that's part of it is just the way we both play. It's always going to be a good game when we play, and we know it's going to be tight. And the difference is just going to be a goal, really, every time. So it's definitely fun.
It seems like the styles really conflict too. They like to push. They like to just try to score as much as they can. Obviously, you guys want to just kind of stop them and then get your goal or two that you need. I don't know. Does that make the game even more exciting? I guess.
Yeah, it does. I mean, the way they play an attacking style. It's fun. It's fun to be a part of. We defend first, and then we like to get forward from there. But just warning their attacks and then getting forward when we can is what our game plan is, and it should be a great game.
Has Rashad surprised you at all with how he's kind of come in and he hasn't just been that big body like Coach kind of talked about. He's kind of been a dynamic player. He's got a bunch of different things he does. I don't know. How has he impressed you in this 2 weeks?
He's done really well. He's a great player coming from Belmont. He wasn't able to play in the spring, but he was in all summer working really hard. I got to see him in the summer, so it's not a surprise to me. I've seen him the last few months, but obviously the fans and everyone externally hasn't seen him play, so it might be a little bit of a surprise, but seeing what he's done all summer, the work he's put in, I knew he was going to be a key piece for us.
How does his physicalness compare to Femi? I know Coach talked about wanting to replace that. It seems like he's willing to be tough, but is he as physical as him?
It's similar. They both like to hold the ball up. I mean, he has a big body. He's able to tussle with those center backs, especially coming into the Big Ten. The center backs are going to be big guys, and he's got a body on him, and he's able to hold the ball up. And it's not easy with those big guys, but he can do it for us, and it's huge.
You talked about Maryland's style of play. Stanford's wasn't maybe optimal yesterday. You're California, you know some guys on that team, I imagine. But how did you guys fight through that? I mean, considering what it was like and having to defend essentially with 10 for 70 minutes or however long it was.
Yeah, we got coming into the half, coming on the red card. We had our game plan. Coach gave us our game plan at halftime, and I thought we did a good job of utilizing it. It was difficult. It's always difficult being down a man, but our guys fought. We had guys that came on. We had to cycle through, make a lot of changes because there's a lot of extra running. But I thought our guys did a great job, and the guys that came on did a great job. And it wasn't what we planned on, but we were able to grind out a result, which is big.
And Grant gets a second yellow after Billy gets hit in the pills. Was that a retaliation thing, or obviously that's what you have to try to avoid in that kind of situation, isn't it? You have to try to avoid retaliating where the ref.
Yeah,
action.
we yesterday we avoided all the retaliation we could. They had their game plan, we had our game plan, and Grant going down a man was tough to see, but I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. We just stuck to our game plan. Once it happened, and we did a good job of battling once it did.
With him out, I mean, how does the team adjust? I mean, obviously, personnel shifts a little bit. Talk about that a little bit back there.
I thought Timmy Mel came on and did a great job yesterday. He's a good player. He's been itching for a chance to play, and he's going to get a good chance here in the Big Ten opener, and I think he'll do a great job for us.
You guys are still undefeated. Is this potentially the best squad you've played on since you've been here?
Yeah, just the feeling, even when we went down a man, I was thinking in my head, the worst thing we're going to come out with is a tie. I was confident. I've never been so confident in a group. Every time we step on the field, I expect to win, and we expect to win, and it's exciting. We're looking forward to the rest of the year. We got a great group.
How would you assess the way you guys have played the first 4 games, and maybe what are areas you feel like you still need to really improve on?
I thought we'd done really well. The first weekend, our passing was a little bit off. I thought we really cleaned it up against Cal. And then Stanford yesterday was kind of a curveball going down a man. You can't play the way you want to play. But I thought we did a good job of adjusting. And I think if we can just hone in on our passing abilities, we have a great group. Guys that can pass the ball. If we just stay focused on that going forward, I don't think we're gonna give up many goals. It's just a matter of scoring the goals and keeping in tune in our passing and creating chances. And when we get in the box, we have to finish them. And I thought we've done a good job so far, and I think that'll continue.
Just how easy is it for you guys to play with Colin Webb back there, as being as veteran as he is?
Yeah, it's big time having 3 years. Almost, he started a few games as a freshman. Yeah, almost 4. But it's huge for us having confidence in our keeper. he made a huge save off a head ball near post yesterday, and those are the saves that keep us in line. He gets up and he's yelling, excited about it, and that's what we need from him. Those are huge saves to make. It keeps our team going, and just having confidence in someone back there that they're going to make those saves. Like, it wasn't even unexpected. Like, we know he's going to make that save, but just seeing it happen, and he's had a few this year, and it's big time for us.
Can you tell he's getting pushed by guys like Lamelli and even Caulfield now that he knows he has to keep on taking those next steps?
Yeah, he's been working really hard here. I see him even running on the sideline at practice, getting his fitness in. He's really working hard. There's guys behind him that are pushing him, but that's the same way in every position. We're a very deep team, and we have guys that are pushing everyone, and that's what makes our team better.
Kind of following up on what Terry asked, and it's only 4 matches in, and every team is different every year, even if there's some returning personnel. How would you characterize this team?
I think we defend first, and we stay tuned in defensively. We focus on that. That's a big piece of our team, and we don't give up much. And then going forward, we got a good group. We got some creative guys in the attacking half that can create chances, and I think we're doing a good job of scoring goals and getting chances off. And if that continues, I think we're going to have a great year.
How do you feel you guys are on restarts? I mean, a guy like Brantoff, gives you a lot of height on a restart, for example. Is that a strength for you guys?
Yeah, it's definitely a strength. We really, in practice, we hone in on restarts. It's a key difference maker in games. In a game like last night, those are the chances that change the game. When things aren't going well, if you're not playing well, a restart can change the game. And with having a big guy like Grant, I just have to lob the ball in and he'll get on the end of it.
Seems like Trevor is comfortable shooting from basically anywhere. Is that something you guys see out of him a lot?
Yeah, I mean, in practice he hits shots all the time. He's a big piece for us moving forward. The shots from distance really open up the back line. It forces them to step out, so then we can get in behind and combine behind them. But the shots from distance are something that we need to do a little bit more of, and he adds that, so that's why he's getting minutes right now.
Early matches, especially against good squads, are always instructive. You learn something about your team. What did you learn about your team yesterday in an unusual circumstance?
I mean, I learned is just confidence moving forward, being down a man, the way we ground out the result, the way we defended as a team down a man was huge. Being able to defend down a man, obviously, when we're even numbers, we can do the same, and it instilled a lot of confidence in all of us that we can, when we need to, we can hone it in, sit in our block and defend, and that's something we focus on. But being able to do that against the national champion, defending national champion, down a man was huge, and just only gives us confidence moving forward.